So guys, in today's video, I kind of just wanted to get my hopes and expectations of the final shape into one video so that once I've finished the campaign and stuff, I can look back and see if my expectations and hopes have been met or not, so that then I can give a full in-depth review of the campaign once all the story stuff and content has been released. So if you're going to enjoy the video as always, before we get into all of it, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It's free to do and really does help me out here a ton. Also, a lot of you who watch my content aren't subscribed, so once again, if you can do that, I would very much appreciate it. But with all that being said, let's first jump into my campaign expectations and hopes. If we can get some answers just in general, that would be a great start. Mainly the answer to what the traveler actually is. I feel like because we're literally going inside of it, that question has to be answered. If it doesn't, then I feel like what's the whole point of us even going into the thing if we're not going to learn what it actually is? From the trailers and stuff, it seems like we are going to be getting quite a few answers, and there's been articles stating that after the campaign's done, we should know what the future of Destiny should look like. So if that actually does become true, then I'll be very, very happy. Alongside that, if we can get a good mix of gameplay elements and story beats within the campaign, just overall, I'll be very, very happy, because the last thing I want is for this expansion to have another Lightfall moment where we're left with just more questions and then answers. Other than that, besides campaign stuff, we know that we're getting Prismatic, brand new weapons and exotics, and whole new game features. In terms of Prismatic, the builds that I've seen people come out with after they've been to Bungie and playtested with stuff, I'm very excited and very hopeful that this will just enhance my want to make more stronger builds. I feel like with the subclasses that we currently have, there are limits to what builds you can make. But with Prismatic, I feel like the doors have just been opened to pretty much everything possible in terms of just uniqueness in a build. So if that's possible, I'll be very, very happy. Obviously, there's going to be some builds that are stronger than others, but if mostly all builds within Prismatic can be usable, that is great. In terms of the weapons and armor that's coming, as a Warlock player, I am so looking forward to playing with that brand new exotic helmet, being able to make a healing turret, also having Devour. That's just going to be insane for just survivability in general. The weapons, Kvostov, Red Death, very excited for those. The Golden Gun Sniper, alongside pairing that with Celestial Nighthawk, is going to be insane, and I hope it's really, really good, because that sounds so fun to play with. Titans, I'm not going to lie, that chest piece with the rockets, and seeing that that also boosts the damage of other rockets has me also very excited. So very, very hopeful that all of those exotics end up being as good as I hope they are. And if they're not, so be it. But in my head, they're seeming like they're going to be some very strong exotic options for everyone. In terms of raid stuff, we don't know much about it apart from the name. If we can get a very cool raid with minimal issues on the day one raid race experience, that would be awesome. Raid exotic, I hope, is good, because that's the main drive most people have to go into the raid in the first place, because if the raid exotic is bad, then not many people are going to want to do it, myself included. If the raid is a pain, the exotic isn't even worth doing, then I'm probably not going to go in unless there's a legendary weapon that I would like. So here's hoping that the raid is a banger. It being connected with the actual story has me very interested, because the last time that happened was in the Taken King, but this time it's a little bit different. They've said that there's going to be, I think, 7 story missions available at launch. Then you'll go into the raid, and then once the raid's beaten, an 8th mission will become available to kind of round out the story there. So seeing that the raid is tied completely in with the campaign has me very intrigued. Pathfinder stuff for bounties, I hope that it's a better system than what we currently have with bounties. Not really expecting too much there, although I've seen that there might be some exotic rewards tied to these, so it could end up being quite good. The activity in the Pale Heart seems interesting. I don't know if that's how we're going to get exotic class items, or if there's another activity on top of that one where you'll be able to get those from. But exotic class items in general just have me very, very excited. So hopefully everything ends up being great. Obviously, going in with some cautious optimism, because I don't want there to be another Lightfall experience where the campaign just ends up being a flop, and then most of the gameplay, apart from Strand, was kind of mid. Really hoping that Bungie can hit the nail on the head with this one. And yeah, very excited, very hopeful. My expectations are quite high. If I come back to this video and I complete the campaign and find out that the expansion isn't great, I'll be quite sad. But hopefully everything, fingers crossed, goes great Obviously, I'm expecting there to be quite a long queue on day one, but once you get through that, hopefully it should be smooth sailing from there. And yeah, that's basically all I had to say in terms of my expectations. Very excited, very hopeful, hoping everything goes well. Leave your thoughts on the expansion, just pre-playing it in the comment section down below. That's all I have for you guys today. So as always, if you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.